Hi. Today, here comes the 13th part of my uh, finding the roots of the English language from Proto-Indo-European language. So, today's word is very familiar with all Malayalis. Uh, it's called Sama. Actually, Sama in Sanskrit. It has spawned, it has a lot of words in Malayalam like Samavakyam, Samaduram. It acts as a prefix. What it means is, Sama means same, one and the same, one and the same. Or it also inserts some instances, it can also mean like. Like, for example, in Latin, it is like, like resembling somebody. Like it's called similis, similitude. Simulus, even. And the same sa, the same sa in Sanskrit, Latin, when it diverges into Greek, it has the sa, it's a phonetic shift, there's a phonetic shift. The sa becomes ha. So it becomes homo or homeo, homilus, homeos, homilis. I like that. But most of the words follow the Latin simile or similar, which is sama in Sanskrit, and most of the words in English language is from that. The English word some is a ubiquitous word in the sense that ub means everywhere. Right? It's always seen everywhere. Some, you say somewhere, somewhat, somewhat. Somewhat means what? But intense. It gives a stress on it. Somewhat, somewhat, and somewhere, something. If you don't know exactly, you say something, like that, similar, similar to that. So, say, anomalous. Go to the Greek part, the homo. The homo is, or homeo, is same. So, anomalous means anomalous. H, of course, is dropped. Anomalous means it's not exactly like what you expect it to be. Expect it to be. So anomalous means there's an anomaly. Anomaly means a distortion, or something which you expected to happen but did not happen. This anomalous, anomaly. And but there is the word, the Buddhist word Sangha. Sangha means some, and Ka means a group. So, see, some means a personality, group of personalities with similar views or similar liking, like Sama. And Ga means a group. So that's how Sangha. Sangha. And the same thing in English also. Assemble. Assemble is ad plus sama. And the usual, Latin, English, the usual le, it's a suffix. Assemble. Assemble. There is no specific meaning for that. It's just a suffix. Assemble. So ad plus assemble means you assemble for some purpose. You group together for some purpose. But assimilate ad plus similar at plus makes similar, makes similar, but sometimes it is more severe form of assimilation. It's called so incorporation. The incorporation into something, assimilate. That thing assimilate, gets assimilated means it gets dissolved into that. Assimilate, the salt gets assimilated into the salt water, like that. And the ensemble, you might have the ensemble, the music ensemble. Ensemble means a joining together of similar things. The parts come together. Ensemble, a lot of music, percussion, the flute, whatnot, saxophone, everything comes together as an ensemble. You can say if metaphorically also you can say ensemble of things, ensemble of colors, like that. And facsimile, facsimile, not a very familiar, but fact means it comes from the Latin root the, fac. Fa means the, fac means put, and simile, put to be similar, means you have made something exactly the copy. The copy of something is facsimile, facsimile, F-A-C-S-I-M-I-L-E. And you can add the sum I told you before to any number of occasions to make it sound, more, what shall I say, more pedantic, you can say. They're like full sum. Full sum means it's full, but full sum it gives a plump appearance. Full sum. And full sum price. Full sum price, they gave me a full sum price, like that. And the full sum, there is another word called buxom. Buck comes from, but the ba is actually comes from our this thing, bend, that kind of thing. The bend itself came from bujam, the wrist, bujam, like wrist. It bends, bends. So it is bend, but some means something which bends nicely. But it took on the meaning of, in the context of sexuality, took on the meaning of a woman who can be bent. But later on, in the 17th century, that meaning changed to a woman who is very plump. Buxom, B-U-X-O-M, buxom. Buxom. It's an uncommon word that I am not going to. The common words you will see for this one. And of course, anybody who studies schools, colleges, they will know genetics a little bit. And in genetics, there is something called haplo. Haplo means it's a Greek. I told you, in Greek it becomes homo, homily, homeos, like that. So haplo means a single thing, which is from the Greek, haplo. Ply here, it's not a suffix. Pla means play, means bend. Folded actually, folded, haplo. Haploid chromosome means the single chromosome. Haploid because the chromosomes, during the division, genetic material from females, males joined together, it becomes diploid, becomes two chromosomes joined together. Then when it becomes in the ovary or in the testis, it divides into, the diploid divides into haploid. It becomes two, haploid. But chromosomes are really bent. That's why haplo becomes haploid. Haploid number. Sorry, I have to drink a little bit tea. Then homo, same thing. Homo sapiens. Anything. Hetero means homo plus alter. Homo means same, sama. Alter means the other, other, alternative, other. So that combined together became hetero. Means homosexual means sexual orientation with the same your sexual group. Heterosexual means sexual orientation with both males, females. Uh, people are usually tend to become heterosexual for some reason, and homosexual also. So they say genetic plus social also. Then heterodoxy. Heterodoxy means doxa means it's a opinion, opinion. Doxa, duck, comes from the root word duck. Duck means it gives dasham, in Sanskrit it's called dashayati. Dashayati means you give respect to. From which comes the word doctor. Doctor means you gives respect to somebody, means becomes a doctor. Like that, duck, heterodoxa, doxa. Means opinion. But doxa itself sometimes is it is praise. Sometimes praise which is not deservedly, undeserved praise also is a doxa. And the branch of medicine, homeopathy. Homeo means similar. Basic the dictum or a basic the rule of homeopathy is simia similus. What is that? Not simia. Similar, simulare. Simulare. Something else is there. Simulare. The thing is, the gist of it is, the like can cure the like. So if somebody has got an illness and you take something from that person and give it to somebody else, it becomes a cure for this thing. Homeopathy was another this principle also there. Simias similis curare. That's the thing in Latin. They have got another dilution principle is there. The more things become diluted, it becomes more potent. Probably in what term this, the Einstein's term is there. This the Einstein's physics. According to that, probably. But in real life, it does not happen. That's why it's pseudoscience, like astrology, homeopathy. And see, in language there are two things. What is called homonyms. Words. In words, homonyms and phones. Phone means sound. Phone sound. Homonym means the same name. It's a homonym is a broad category. Means you can have same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meaning. For example, you have word like bat. Let's take bat, B-A-T, bat. The same word, same pronunciation, but the bat can also become our flying fox bat. That bat, bird. It becomes a bird, flying thing. So that is homonym. Whereas phone means the same. The words are pronounced the same way or said the same way, but they have different meanings. For example, CELL, cell, means the cell, cell biology. Whereas SELL, cell means, but pronounced same way. Cell means you're selling somebody. Yes, like that. There are many are there. There, so many, Higher, H-I-R-E, becomes H-I-G-H-E-R, higher. Okay. And I'll finish it in about 5 minutes. Gotta go. And resemble means, resemble somebody means semble or it means sama. You are just like somebody. Same as somebody. And samovar, that the thing which boils and you cook. Samovar. Vari is boiling, vari. Some other means it boils all the parts. Samovar for cooking tea and things like that. And Sangha means, I told you before, I think. And Samskritam means made. Some means together, The good people, number of people, the learned people join together, make a language. That's Samskritam. And seemly means, it looks like that. Same thing. And similar. Simple also from same. Some same thing, or some simple. But only thing is there is a pla in it. Pla means fold. So so means it actually means simple means plain. It's not fold actually. It's a pla. Pla means plenty. Simple. A lot of plenty of goodness. Sama. The whole thing is some plenty. That is simple. Simple. So a simple fellow means he is downright simple. Downright. All simple. And if he is not that simple, then it becomes simplex. Simplex means he is folded a little bit. The same thing is folded. Simplex. Herpes simplex is a disease. Herpes, but not that severe. Herpes simplex. Herpes severe. Simplex is a little bit smaller or less severe. It's a disease. Herpes simplex, small thing, rash. But herpes means it's a viral infection which can give you a lot of pain for a lot of time. Simulate, just like simulate. But in simulate, you are doing, you are feigning something, simulate, or making something similar to an original thing. Sama is not equal, Equal actually comes from the word, the root. In Malayalam we say aikyam. In Sanskrit we say aikya. From that came equal. Here it's sama. Aikya means things are different, but they can join together and work for something. That is aikyam. Aikyam is not unity exact interpretation or translation in English. Aikyam means things can be a little different, but they join together for some purpose. Aikyam. Aikyadadyam. Dadyam means deru. Dadya means deru means strength. So Aikyadadyam, you joined up with strength, in strength. And that is my sama word which got into English this way. It got into many languages in the world. But in English, we have all these things, That's the same word can have a different. The difference is, main difficulty is when the sa gets into Greek, it becomes ha. There are some other words also like I think pa becomes ta in Greek. Greek is a bit different. Latin is almost similar. Okay, thank you very much.